guys, welcome to another week of foodie gardening. We've had really mixed weather this week. It's been a total heat wave, and today and yesterday it's been raining, so I'm down at the plot having a tinker today. We've been having lots and lots of berries still, but it's not all berries. Luckily we do have some other food. These two courgettes are going crazy, so we're going to have loads of courgettes from those, which is really good. And I only put 2 in because I know how many courgettes you get off each plant. But then I never did anything with the seedlings from the other ones. They're still like just sitting here in their pots, and obviously they've been having a good rain on them today, and they're all in flower too. So I don't know whether just to dig a hole and stick them in, but I don't know what I'll do with all of the courgettes once they do come to fruition. I've got some seeds that I want to put in at the bottom half of the plot, so these are going to be more ready in the autumn. And there's 2 types of kale. There's a purple one and a green one. I've got some radish, they grow quite quickly, so I'm going to pop those in. And the same with the Swiss chard, I want to get that in this week as well. And then I've got the calabrese. I thought I was too late to plant this one, but it does say that you can sow it in early July, so it's probably going to be a bit later than most people's, but I think I'll stick that in as well. And the other 2 that I'm going to put in are the Brussels sprouts and the leeks. Now, according to the packet on them, I've really missed the sowing time, but this one, it goes out of date in December, so it's probably going to be best to plant it now. And really, I want Brussels sprouts around Christmas time, so maybe I needed a different variety, I don't know, but I wanted to plant them quite late so I could eat them around, well, definitely like winter time. I'd like to be getting some vegetables out of the ground during the winter too. And the same thing with the leeks. I seem to have missed the sowing season for those, but they actually go out of date in January next year. So if I don't plant them now, then I mean they might work next year, but I might as well bung them in now and see if I can get some late leeks too. The raspberries are still doing really well. I'm actually struggling to like stay on top of it. It's hours I've been picking raspberries, hours and hours the last week, but they taste amazing. I've got a freezer full of them. We've made jams and flans, so we're definitely we've had breakfast smoothies. We're definitely getting the use out of them. But one thing I probably didn't factor in was actually the length of time it takes to pick them every day. So this one sweet corn has shot up more than all of the others. It's quite big now. It's been quite interesting watching it grow up because I've never really watched corn grow before. At the back you can see those 2 branches hanging down from the black currants, and I think probably from the weight of the berries that are on them. I'm going to take those off today because we've got seriously loads of black currants, and they are kind of coming over this area that I've got the sweet corn in now. I've taken the nets off the strawberries because they're pretty much done. There are a few on there, but we've definitely had the bulk of them. But I want to move the nets over to protect the sweet corn, so I've taken those off, and we'll just pick these as and when they're ready. All the rocket has gone to flower. It seemed to have a very short season for when it was pickable, but I'm just going to let it go to seed now, and then I can harvest the seeds from it. But I don't know if I'm going to save them for next year because I've still got seeds left in the original packet that they came from, but I would like to do some sprouted seeds, so I thought I would try and save the seeds to put them in my sprouter. So these are the berries which I'm not sure exactly what they are. The branches are quite similar to raspberries, but they're much bigger, and if it were a raspberry I'd probably pick it now, but I've noticed that this one down here is going a lot darker, so I don't know even if they're the ones that go black. There's only 3 berries that are ripe on it at the moment, but there are still quite a few that are waiting to turn. Just to give you a size indication, so this is a raspberry, it's much bigger than the raspberries. So I don't know if you've got any ideas what this one might be. I'm desperate to try it, but I just want to see if it's going to get any darker yet, or what they are. Some people have mentioned tayberries, I think, but I don't know. My plan for today was to really get in and strip off these black currants. They're definitely ready now, but it looks like it's going to rain. It's gone really dark, so I've actually got all the ingredients in to do a black currant chutney this afternoon, so I want to just pick off a kilo if I can now before it really starts to rain, and then I'll probably get back home with those. I did dig up some of my Anya potatoes because, as you can see, they never flowered, but they're kind of yellowing and dying back. They are main crop ones though, so I did wonder if it was a little bit early, but I've read that once they start dying back they're not going to grow anymore anyway. They were a little bit on the small side, but they tasted really, really good. But I'm just going to dig them up as I need them, and I don't really need any today, so just going to focus on all the black currants. Well guys, I managed to pick all the black currants that I needed, and then I was able to get some red currants too. This is all the red currants that are ripe at the moment, but there are a lot more on there. And it's just started to rain, so I picked quite a few raspberries, but not all of them. But I'm really getting wet now, so I'm going to head off home, and I'll see you next week.